Welcome back to another AFG Season 10 game. This is Week 4. I am Galladite74, and this week we are taking on the Melrose Mabosstiffs, coached by DankestDad. Very cool. To recap what happened last week, we did win in a much cleaner fashion compared to Week 2. But looking forward, we would really want to win this game this week, because this would put us at 3-1 at the halfway point, which would be really nice considering the back half of our schedule is looking very stacked. For reference, as I record, we face the number 1 and the number 2 team in the league later on. So hopefully we can pull out a W in today's game. Our matchup is extremely shaky though. To start off, Aegislash gives my team a massively hard time. Hammerot and the number 3 kill leader, I think, in the league, Crabominable, that cannot Terra by the way, are very hard to switch into. But there is one Mon that is a gigantic problem compared to the others, and it's not the fairy nuke you see on screen. It's Noivern. I got destroyed in mocks by Terra Specs Boomburst Noivern, and even after making adjustments to my team, it's still super duper strong and it is a serious problem. So how we're going to handle this is by going hyper offense. The goal is to get a toxic spike up, and hopefully Jolteon or Mega Skarmory can pull through. Outside of the Aegislash, a lot of the bigger offensive threats are weak to toxic spikes, namely Noivern once it's Terra'd, and Floette and Samurott. So hopefully we can get a poison on them and just ramp up the game and have a fast-paced, nice offensive game. That's really it. There's nothing crazy special to it other than that. We're going to get into our Mons, starting with defensive Incineroar. This is a great pivot for Victini and Aegislash. It makes them not immediate threats. My investment lets me take 2 close combats from Adamant Aegislash after Intimidate. This is assuming it's not boosted. 3 attacks Mega Skarmory is next. It is our win con if Noivern does happen to bring a Stall Breaker set for the Slowking, and if Floette becomes a reliant win con for my opponent. The coverage here is very amazing, but Skarmory does lack a little bit of power since my opponent's team is a little bulky, so it's going to need a little help from our next Mon, which is our Mickey Mouse Kyurem Black set this week. You see it, I have Fling Overheats. 130 base power dark type move for the one time. It's very silly, but this does straight up kind of nuke Aegislash and Victini, especially if they switch in on like an ice move or any other move really. They might not be expecting the extra damage compared to Shadow Claw, so hopefully I can pick one of them off to open up Skarmory. Calm Mind Keldeo is our next Mon. This Keldeo was a million different sets, but water fighting coverage is very good. This is my best offensive way to specifically deal with the Hammerot and Crab that I had mentioned. This does lose to Floette like every time, but as long as Glowking is around, Floette is not an immediate problem, and I can always save Keldeo for later. Our 5th Mon is Specs Jolteon. This is our main win con. Shadow Ball straight up 2-Kos everything on this team outside of random Assault Vest users and Super Spadef Lando, though I do not see that coming. This was a Donphan initially, but as I've mentioned with my game plan, I wanted an offensive approach to this game and something faster than Noivern because it was a massive threat. So this is my best way to approach this. Finally, we have G-King. This is our main Mega Floette answer, and it's our Toxic Spike user. I have Kasib Shadow Ball just to get chip on AG if I fail to do so throughout a game. This is definitely my least favorite set on this team, but it does still feel necessary. But hopefully that is it for the team builder. We're going to get into the actual game. Alright, here we are for our game as always. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, DankestDad. He brought us top 6. This is mostly what I expected. I think I think one of the low tiers could have came. The Abominable was low-key kind of a threat. I'm glad it didn't come. I'm thinking about leading Keldeo. Noivern is very scary early on, so maybe not as much. That could be really bad for us. Glow King's also a potential lead, but if he leads with the Hazards or Lando, it's not that good. So I have to kind of consider that, right? Let's do the Keldeo. Let's hopefully the Noivern doesn't lead, and it does not. Awesome. So we get that right at least. And this is a good lead for us. I could just Calm Mind Raw here, but I think I like the idea of just throwing off an attack right now. I'm not too scared of this thing. If Noivern wants to come out, it's fine, but at least I'll get some chip early on. And I think that chip will be very, very useful. Infilot coming out is really not scary. Same with the Aegislash. The Aegislash comes out, like that's fine. I could have Calm Minded and went for it a little bit early, but I don't want him really to learn my set quite yet. So I could stay in a Calm Mind. Let's see how I want to deal with this. The Aegislash is scary because I don't know what it could be. I just, like, this could be like a really defensive set, and then that would be kind of bad for me. How much is Keldeo? Keldeo is like nice in this game, but it's not crazy important. Incineroar, I think I need for the Victini, so I'm going to Calm Mind in front of this. See what it wants to do. It does Toxic me, so that's tough. I didn't like this. Just the tough thing with Aegislash, like you don't know what set is gonna come. Do I just stay in and start attacking this thing? I think I do want to get some damage on this. I'm gonna hit this once with Surf. Nice. Okay. So it does 44, and they're going to attack me here with Shadow Ball. They get an instant crit, which is really bad. That is a super bad crit first attack of the game they throw out. That sucks. That's really bad. I could have used my health a little bit later. Let's see what that did anyway, though. I did... How much did I do to it? I did 44 in shield for my +1. So you're looking pretty Spadef. Yeah, you're pretty Spadef there. Oh, man. That is a brutal crit. I think a King Shield's coming out here. So part of me just wants to just go Incineroar. Yeah, we'll go Incineroar. Gets Intimidate off as they King Shield, yeah. That's fine. Oh, man, I'm really upset about that. Incineroar, you are a defensive Aegislash. Knockoff does 54 min. And you're at 68. Flare Blitz would almost guarantee knock this out. I could just Parting Shot around this thing, too. That is always just a play I can make. I mean, Flare Blitz really isn't that bad here. I think I'm just going to Parting Shot. Yeah, as Lando comes out. That's fine. I didn't want to get that play wrong, so I'm glad I did this. And I think I can bring the Kyurem out now. And just throw off an Icicle Spear. Yeah, I think Kyurem's just the best play. I'm just throw off an Icicle Spear. Aegislash will get knocked out to a Fling, so I'm not too scared of that. And this thing, I guess, could be Scarf, but it's got a Parting Shot on it, so I'm not too worried about it. I could play aggressive and just like click a different button, but I'd rather just click the Ice move as Victini comes out. Like, that's fine. It does 2 hits. Okay, so a little unfortunate. 15. Let me just see what that's looking like here. 2 hits on a Victini. I'm pretty sure it's just probably standard stuff. Yeah. I want to stay in, because anything that's not banded, I just live, guaranteed. And Choice Band is still a roll. I do have the Incineroar at full health that I low-key kept for this exact scenario. A fighting move is pretty free, I guess. But then I'll know you're special. I think I can get away with using Incineroar this way. If you U-turn, I guess that's bad if you go, like, Lando. What do I need Kyurem's health for? I don't really need Kyurem's health for much. It's kind of just this. I could just Fling and knock this out, but then I think the Aegislash becomes kind of a... Well, no, not really, because then I can just use Incin to deal with that. I think I'm just going to Fling and hit this. That's kind of tough. U-turn. They go Lando, and I'm going to Fling my thing at it, and it's going to do nothing. It does 30. That's super tough. I didn't think he'd play it safe like that, though I guess that makes sense. This is not going well. I don't think me at -1 is really all that bad for me here. Like, Icicle Spear is still gonna knock this out. I'm trying to think, who do you go into? Probably an Ice Resist here. I think Aegislash comes out. I really want to make a play. I'm gonna go Incineroar. Switch out. They go and they go to Victini. Okay, huge. I think I just knock off here. Yeah, I think knockoff's just a good play. I guess Floette could come in, but like whatever, right? I think knocking off something like a Lando thing would be super nice. If they just U-turn. Even a Noivern, knocking that off would be super... Yeah, okay, this is fine. We're gonna start chipping this down. As Leftovers gets knocked off. I kind of want to go hard Kyurem. And just go for the Icicle Spear at that point. Because I think rocks are coming out here. And I don't have removal. This is in range of the Jolteon now, which is super, super cool. Jolteon's looking very good here. I think I just go hard Kyurem. He might U-turn or knock off, and that could be... Well, knock off wouldn't be bad. U-turn, I guess, would be not great. Yeah, let's go Kyurem. As I get rocks up, so... We get that play right, but I think the next play is, like... I really want a Fusion Bolt. Let's do a Calc here. They did 19. Oh, you're defensive. Oh, yeah, you're super defensive. Alright, that's good to know. So that's going to end. My next question is, how much is Earthquake doing if you're no attack? 37 to 44. Don't love that. I really want a Fusion Bolt. I don't think getting this play wrong is too bad for me. Yeah? Okay, so we get that play right. That's 36. That's pretty sick. Don't think I really need... I think I just Fusion Bolt again. I don't know how great Kyurem's health is at this point. Now that rocks are up and I don't have removal, I think I just Fusion Bolt again. It's not banded. I'm gonna Fusion Bolt again. They V-create, and I'm gonna knock out... I should knock out this Victini with this. Nice, and Victini goes down. So that's pretty cool. This is still, like, a little scary, but I'm glad that went down. I'll see what comes in first before I cross out my notes. As Noivern comes out. Awesome. I'm still really bummed about that crit on my Keldeo. I think I could have got a few more extra hits with that Mon. They could just U-turn. I mean, I'm dead, so I think I just sack, right? They Flamethrower. Okay. Don't really learn much other than if they are choice locked, they're choiced into Flamethrower. That's the only thing I know. The Terra Normal, we do know that. I think I could go Glow King and get my T-Spike up now. Yeah, let's go into Glow King here. We'll get a T-Spike up. I mean, they could have Defog, right? But the Aegislash doesn't really scare me all too much. I do need to keep the thing a little chipped, because it's Spadef. So we'll do that. As Samu comes out. That's fine. This thing's gonna most likely hit me with the Ceaseless Edge here. And I don't think there's much I could do about it. Keldeo's gonna get knocked out if I go this... I mean, I think Keldeo's just gone anyway now because of this. So I think that's gonna be my best play, just to sack that. Yeah, let's sack the Keldeo, I think. Let me stay on the screen here. As yeah, like that's just gonna happen. Spike goes up, so the hazards are stacking up pretty fast. Keldeo's gone and Kyurem's gone. This Jolteon needs to just win me this game. At this point, the Skarmory's not looking too bad either, to be fair. So there's that at least. And I still have all my pieces for the Floette, so at least there's that. The thing that sucks is I do not think Jolteon one-shots this with a Luring Voice. And I really don't want to lock in... Oh, it does. If it's just, like, no bulk. Can I win with just Skarmory if I chip this all the way down to, like, 1? The Aegislash gets so scary. I think the Skarmory is really important, so I think I have to go into the Jolteon here. Take a bunch of hazards. I'm not going to Terra yet. I think I have Luring Voice. It's so tough because of the T-Spikes, guys. I could just Shadow Ball. I think Shadow Ball is so crazy here because you could just like straight up stay in. This is a big turn. If I get this wrong, it could be really bad. Skarmory can still win me this game, but it's really tough with the Noivern running around. If I Volt Switch and they bring out Lando, how does that affect me? I'm gonna take Rock Chip, that's for sure. Then they U-turn, I can go on the Noivern, which would be okay, I guess. I mean, I think I just Volt Switch still. If they go Lando, it's really bad, but like... Oh, good, they stayed in. And they tanked it, though. So this is very AV, I'm pretty sure. 86? That just has to be AV. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, AV, no bulk. AV, max HP. Okay, so you living's pretty bad. I need Incineroar. I need everybody. I think just Skarm is the best play here. Do I need Skarm's health? A little bit. Not really, it's just a little bit. Skarmory. That is always my play. The Aqua Cutter. And I get a crit. Oh my lord, they are getting... that's super bad. Okay, I got crit twice on some crucial turns both times. So, I mean, this thing's probably gonna have priority. That's just a really... Just getting crit there blows. I think I just have to go for it, right? I don't know what to do here. That's just... Because I'm pretty confident I lived an Aqua Cutter into a priority move. Let me see if Iron Head knocks this out. I'm super bummed about that. It definitely does. I got an Iron Head, I guess. As I go into this guy. Alright, it's fine. I might be able to Roost into this. It still does a lot to me. I think I Roost. Just try and stay healthy versus this. Stance Change. Shadow Ball. Does 52. Jolteon's still kind of in a decent spot here. I just have to be really careful. Let me see how much... What HP does this need to be at to live a hit from Jolteon? If it's Sneak, I lose. If it's Priority, I lose. Like, it's just... Oh, that's really tough. 67. Oh. If I lose Skarmory, do I just lose the game? The Floette's really scary. I do have my T-Spike up, though, so it might be possible still. It's the only thing giving me a little bit of hope, is that T-Spike being up. I think I Drill Run here. Ah, man, I get to play wrong. Holy moly. Oh, I get to play wrong. Get to play right at me. 32. They substitute. Wow, okay. Is this thing... Oh, that's last move. Okay, so... That's fine, I think. I need to get, like, a play right. I mean, that play was, like, fine, I guess, but... I need this thing not behind a sub. If I'm -2, can I break its sub still? No, I don't. So I'm gonna have to Roost here. Did I get the play wrong? I did. Man, get a play right at me. Oh my lord. Can't get a play right. Like, what am I supposed to do? Alright, I got that. Alright, fine. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Skarm's gone. Again, this game's looking so tough. I know he doesn't have Shadow Sneak, though, at least, so this Jolteon always beats this Aegislash at this point. This Jolteon is, like, close to winning. I only have so many switch-ins, though. I knock out Lando, I'm pretty sure, from this range. I knock out Aegislash. I have enough... Floette's scary, but as long as that T-Spike's up, I think I can be okay into it. I could use my Kassid now, but I don't know how much I love that idea. Actually, I really don't like that idea. I think I just have to take the hazards here. Go Jolteon in. I think Terra Ghost is fine, right? I don't think I need my electric typing at this point. Yeah, Terra Ghost and Shadow Ball. I don't really mind if they King Shield, like my play always stays the same. Yeah, they King Shield, but like, it's fine. I'm gonna knock it out the next turn. Noivern can't switch, like something has to get knocked out here. Oh, it's the Samurott! Okay. Well, I mean, like, that's fine. And that's, I mean, this doesn't won or anything, but like, that's pretty good for us. This thing's probably Specs, though, is the thing. Like, he's gonna Terra Normal, right? Specs is gonna do too much, and I'm gonna lose to this, I think I have two, I don't have enough pieces. Well, I could always Shadow Ball if you're locked in the Boom Burst. Let me see, can this thing two-shot me with all the hazards up on my Slowking? It's probably gonna not two-shot me, it probably is. Incineroar still useful here? Not really, kind of. I mean, it kind of is. Can I live a Boom Burst? The thing is, Lando's always gonna be able to switch in at some point and get a kill. I need this. I have to switch, it's just which one is more important here. I mean, we can just toy with the idea this isn't specs. But I feel like it is. And there's the Boom Burst and 37. Oh, it might not be. Oh, it's Throat Spray. Ooh. Good bring. I think I lose because of that. That's a good bring. I was not thinking of Third Spray. I need chip on this, and I don't know how I'm going to get it. I guess I'll Slip Bomb, yeah. Pretty sure I just lose. No, those crits are really tough because I think I had a few extra sacks in the back that way, or I could have get an extra move or two off. Not saying I would have won or anything, but like, it really made the game harder. 72 to 85. I probably lived the hit. But there's not one move I can lock into. I can't lock in a Shadow Ball. Yeah, this game's looking hella over. Thunderbolt does do a lot. I could like crit Thunderbolt, that's all I could think of. Let's go Jolteon. Again, I'm pretty sure this game's just straight up over. I think I have to go for like the crit Thunderbolt. And I don't get it. And nor do I get a paralysis. Alright, GG's to my opponent. We got super unlucky in the early game there. I mean, the Skarmory meant I couldn't switch it back in on hazards. The Keldeo, I could have maybe lived another hit and got a move off before I got knocked out. Like, I don't know. That's just unlucky. What else is there to say? And I get knocked out anyway with the Boom Burst. That's awesome. GG's. It's alright. We're going to move on to the post-game discussion. And just like that, we are in the post-game discussion portion of the video. I have a few points as I tend to always do here, so I'll just go in order of how I have them written. First off, the crit on Keldeo. That really sucked early on, as I think having Keldeo at even half HP could have been very useful in a later scenario in the game, considering I was always going to switch out Keldeo the next turn, regardless of what I did. So that was really tough. That being said, Keldeo did look really good in more of a mid-game scenario where I've learned a little bit of the sets, especially Aegislash. So I think using it early was still a misplay. Obviously, still got a little unlucky, but I think I could have played that better. Speaking of playing stuff better, the way I used Fling, I stand by bringing this tech in this game. I really think if I used it correctly, it could have went crazy. But it was pretty telegraphed. I didn't even have to click Fling. I could have clicked really anything against Victini. I think it was too early to pull the trigger on that. My mind was telling me they were just going to go for V-create damage, but the Lando switching really did throw me off guard still. But considering they had Victini in, why would you switch in Aegislash knowing a ghost like a Shadow Claw could come out, you know? So that was really bad on my part. I think the final big misplay in terms of moves was the Volt switch. Considering I was fully ignoring the Lando's existence on that turn, I should have just went for the full damage and not tried to pivot, considering the pivoting really hurt me and didn't accomplish anything. That and seeing the damage, Thunderbolt would have knocked out the Samurott. So that was a really bad turn. I could have played Skarmory a lot more. I could have preserved it better, considering it did look really good in that end game. It doesn't really beat Noivern, at least at +1 it doesn't. So that was probably my thought process at the time. But outside of Noivern, it looked very good in that end game. So switching it in willy-nilly, as opposed to using my defensive pieces, which I should have used, considering my offense was a win con, not my defense, that was a misplay. Now, obviously getting crit on the switch-in was really bad too, because I couldn't come back in on rocks later, but alas, I made that switch still. So now we have an even record. We're 2-2. Our diff is kind of in the gutter, and the standings are all very close, but because of our diff, we're at near the bottom right now. But that's okay. I like to win no matter if it's by 1 or whatever, right? The trade deadline is this week. As I am recording this, I don't expect to make any changes, though if I do, you guys will know about it next week. So, to wrap up this video, again, GG's to my opponent, DankestDad. They were a good sport, and I wish them the best of luck in the second half of the season. With all that, I am Galladite 74, and I hope to see you next time.